Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and I'm obsessed with stickers and planning, so if you are too, you're in the right place. My channel is full of plan with me's, sticker hauls, and other planning videos. All of my videos have timestamps in the description so you can skip around to different sections and to different shops in my hauls. And if this is your 20th time listening to this intro, you can go ahead and skip this too. All my social media links, including Instagram, are in the description, as well as all the supplies I use and notes about each video. The planner I'm currently using is my standard size vertical planner, which I use for decorative memory planning. I also just want to add a couple quick notes about me since I don't always remember to go into detail in my videos, and for new viewers it can be confusing. So when I mention work, I'm referring mostly to my bookkeeping position at a grocery store, and when I mention Anastasia, or Anna for short, she is my pet ball python. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so today I've got a plan with me for y'all. This is from last year, May 18th through the 24th. We are just powering on through May here, almost done actually, even though it's like a 5-week month. But we are moving right along. So this week I'm actually using an Animal Crossing kit from Keatown. Did I look up the actual name of the kit before this video? Of course not. I never do. I'm sure it was something just like Animal Crossing, like, I don't know, it doesn't look particularly New Horizons. Which is why I'm using it, because I haven't started that game yet. I'm using it to mark when I was playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. And it's funny because like I didn't think about it really before. I didn't even remember that I had Animal Crossing kits. I have a couple. Even though I've been playing Animal Crossing this whole time, I just, it never occurred to me. But yeah, I was actually going to use a different type of kit this week, because usually what happens when I choose kits is I look for whatever movie I watch that week, and usually I'll just assign, a kit for that movie. So if it's a Disney movie, chances are I have a kit for it, or 10 kits for it. So I usually just go based on that first, and then I look at the weather, if it was a rainy day, if I was reading a lot that week, or what time of year it is, what season or holiday. I'll go based on that kind of general stuff. So the only movie I watched this week was The King's Speech. So that's like a royalty movie, and I have one royalty kit that's like just generic royalty, not particularly tied to any specific franchise, and I just won, and that was I think it was a Creating a Co mystery kit, but it was more like theme related, so like not theme, why did I say theme? It's more Queen related, so if you're watching on like The Crown or something, like it would make sense for that, not like The King's Speech, which is about a prince becoming a king, etc., etc. Great movie, by the way, fantastic movie, love it to death. But I don't know, I just thought it wasn't quite thematically appropriate, so I had to kind of search around. And then I was in my pop culture section already, and I was like, oh wait, Animal Crossing, that's something I can use. So I decided to grab this kit. I did get the Legendary kit from Keatown, so it included a lot else, and I included these glitter headers and extra labels, and then also this like extra page of video game markers to mark when you're playing the game. But I'm just going to use these as little things because I like these better than the little things that come in the kit, which have the flag format. So I'm going to try to use up these first, because I just think it looks better in the spread. And we also have a fun sort of, it's not necessarily a double box, but it is like a bigger box. It is slightly taller than the normal full boxes, and it is the width of 2 of them. So I am just gonna use it as like a double box scene is my intention. I'm gonna, I think, put it on these 2 days right at the bottom here, and I'm gonna just like push everything else up a little bit, so it's gonna go up into the top part a little bit. So I'm not gonna have as much room to put deco there, but like that's how I'm gonna make it work, because I don't want to like cut out an extender just for this, and like I don't want to make it too complicated, I don't think I have to. It's only like the space of like a large header, say, that I would have to lose there, if I weren't already going to be like trying to push things up. So I think I can make it work. Also, let's talk about the foil. So I am using this gorgeous oil slick wiggle foil bundle from Sticky Sloth Designs. I just got a crap ton of foil bundles from her before she closed. She is open now on a waitlist basis, so I'm just kind of using up all of my foil that I already have from her, because I bought a ton when she was having her closing sale, and I'm just gonna see what I need refills of before I kind of dive back into that. But this oil slick foil is really cool. So it looks kind of black head on, hence why oil slick, but in the light you can like see the different iridescent like color variations in there that make it look like an oil slick. So I'm mostly seeing like greens and pinks. It's like a very specific shade of green that like is in this kit. I feel like this shade of green I feel like is a shade of green in the foil, and I was like, that's a perfect match, because none of the other green foils that I had match this kit well enough, but like that works. And then the pink in there, of course there's pink in here too, so I don't know, I just thought it was like literally the perfect bundle to use. I don't think I've used a Sticky Sloth Designs bundle before, or if I have, it's been like a long time and it was only one that I used. So there's not too much to go off of here. There was a page of icons, but I already went through that and pulled out some, so you're going to see those later. But we do have some tiny deco, some full box overlays, some header overlays, and then I am going to use this bottom washi. I'm not going to break up the bottom washi that's in the kit. I'm not going to cut it, so I'm not going to use the bows. I am going to try to, maybe I'm going to try to double stack this like confetti washi over that and see if that's like a feasible option. So we're going to experiment with that, see how that goes. For bougie, I am just going to bring in a classic rose gold, because I don't know, I need to use more rose gold like bougie and foil in general, and that like I don't think it super duper matches the kit, but it's gonna match enough. Like there's pink in the kit, rose gold is kind of pink, it's gonna match enough, and you're not gonna be able to see it very much anyways, so I don't really mind too much. So that is the plan for this spread. Again, I did a long intro, I gotta stop doing that, but you know me, I talk. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and put down the base layout, and then I will see you on the other side for the day by day. Let's go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the day by day. So on Monday, I am starting off marking Legend of Korra. I think it's my first time marking that, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah. And I'm using an icon from the Wiggle, so you can really see that oil slick effect on that TV there, after some circus surgery covering up the icon, of course. And I took photos of the last Plan With Me that I had done. So I'm using a Girl from Whimsical Cat Studio to mark that with the camera. And then I did an Instagram post for that Plan With Me as well, and that is a little bunny from Some Little Things holding up the Instagram icon to mark that. And of course the scripts did hang off the side a little bit, but I don't mind too much. I can only do that on days where I don't use extenders, so I kind of try to take advantage of that extra space. Even though it looks kind of sloppy, I don't care. I also did some planning that day for the next Plan With Me, and of course I just had to use this Isabel, the Animal Crossing character, at her little planning desk. This was a freebie from Happy Dea that I printed out. She's only ever released like a few freebie images. One of them is a bookcase, which I've used before, and then this other one was the Planning Isabel one that I haven't had a chance to use yet, but I just had to bring it out for this Animal Crossing spread where I did some planning. So she looks super cute, and I love that. I'm also using a Letters to Apollo script to mark planning. So I binged some YouTube as well. There's another icon from the kit, or from the Wiggle. I think that is the best one that you can see the oil slick pattern on. I went to work that evening, so that is a Girl from Whimsical Cat Studio. And then I read the last book in the series called Fire that I was reading at the time. And that little kitty cat with the books is from, I think, Paper Echoes. And that kitty is just so cute, peeking out from behind the books. Love that. So, going into Tuesday, I woke up early that day. I think this is one of the first times I've ever marked waking up early, and definitely the first week where I've marked it more than once. I was like trying to get into it because it had been a while that I was closing at work instead of opening, so I could wake up early, but it took me a long time to actually start making a point of it. But this week I did. It didn't last, but this week I did. So I'm using a little, I think the character is from, I want to say the Coffee Monsters Code to mark getting up early. I watched more Legend of Korra. That is the character of, I think, Oatmeal, the hamster from Some Little Things, all wrapped up in his little red blanket. And I did a Facebook post for the Plan With Me that had gone up. And that's another paper echo sticker of a little bunny holding the Facebook icon. Oh my god, that's two bunnies in a row holding social media icons. I didn't even realize that Monday and Tuesday both have them. That's so funny. Anyways, so I also did a voiceover for that Plan With Me, so I'm doing more layering of a character sticker that includes the script over some washi. I did that twice in a row in that one box area. I feel bad about that, but it looks fine. And that's from Paper and Thread. I also edited a Plan With Me. I did a horrible job cramming all that stuff into that quarter box. I should have put the edit script over the edit character sticker, which is from Whimsical Cat Studio, by the way. But I didn't. I mean, at least you can tell what it is. You can read it. I went to work again. That's another Paper and Thread character of Pumpkin, the Calico Cat. I love her. And then I did some more reading. There's a book from the Wiggle. And then I went grocery shopping before I came home. And there is Lil deciding whether she wants broccoli or something else, something unhealthy, I think. Oh yeah, most of these scripts are Kinsey's creations, so as usual I will only tell you when they're not, and the read script is from Letters to Apollo. So going into Wednesday, I woke up early again, this time using a Once More with Love munchkin for that, and then I went on a walk. I took advantage of the earlier hours when not too many other people were out and about. So I took a little stroll around the neighborhood, tried out a new path, because my neighborhood does have a lot of winding paths and stuff. They're kind of little hidden secrets, I feel like, so they're fun to explore. So that goes from Van City Stickers to mark that. And then I uploaded the Plan With Me. So since the word upload is in the sticker, I just used a longer Plan With Me script, because honestly that's the only thing that would have fit. As you can see, it's really hard to fit these mixing and matching stickers in quarter boxes or anything smaller than that, as evidenced by the Plan With Me Insta that I had to cut off part of the A of. I mean, I could have left it, but I didn't want to. So, again, you can tell what it is. And that Instagram icon is from Beetles. So is the planner icon that I'm using next to mark some more planning. And I also watched The Office, because, once a week, gotta watch it. Gotta watch a new episode to keep up with the Office Ladies podcast. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to download the next episode right before I did this voiceover, and I forgot. Oh well, hopefully I remember by the end of it. So that, the Office script is from Letters to Apollo. And then that little sticker of Stanley is from Coffee Monsters Co. I put that it was a bad day, although really what it meant is that I was grumpy, and now I'm starting to get into the philosophical connotations of which thing means what. So if I was grumpy, that's more of a me problem, but if I say it was a bad day, then that just means that external factors happened to me that were bad. So how do I want to frame that? But anyway, in this particular planner, I framed it as it was a bad day, even though I was just grumpy. So there it is. And that little poop guy who's going to work, who's a hilarious character, is a thing from Bubba Bear Studios. Try saying that 10 times fast. Bubba Bear. I just realized I mumbled that, so it's Bubba Bear Studios. I'll articulate a little better. I also went to work that evening. That is Monty the Bat that I unfortunately had to cut off a little bit, but I've used him, I think it's a him. I've used him so much recently because those colors somehow go with all of my spreads lately that I'm sure you know what he looks like. So went to work, I read more of my book. There's Snowball the Cat from Paper and Thread sitting on a pile of books. And then I took a nap as well, I think at work. And that's a little relaxing mouse creature from Parasol Paper Co. I haven't used any of those. I've had these saved up for the longest time. I was just he's not technically napping because his eyes are open, but he's relaxing, so I'm just going to use him. And the color pink, again, matches the spread perfectly. And then marking groceries again. this is funny. It's like the sequel to the sticker from the previous day. So Lil has decided that she is not going to get the broccoli. She has thrown out the broccoli and is instead getting whatever the unhealthy thing was that she was holding before. So I just had to use those back to back. It's just hilarious. And then I texted my friends Aiden and Robert that day. So there's a little phone from Fox and Cactus to mark that. Thursday, woke up early again. Papershire Vanilla is representing that. And then I went for another walk. That shoe is from the Wiggle. I marked that I watched Avatar. That's a Some Little Things character of Aang to mark that. But what I really meant was I watched like a few of the shorts that I had as part of episodes that I downloaded. There were a few shorts, I guess, that they came out with as like bonus content that I watched. So I had already finished the main series, but I had forgotten about the shorts. So I just finished off those, and it was perfect weather that day. So I'm using this little icon of a sun and clouds. I think that's from Bubba Bear, possibly. But yeah, that's like my representation of perfect weather, is when it's like sunny, but like there's clouds, so it's like a little chilly out, there's like a light breeze. I like that perfect mixture of sun and clouds. I also like rainy days though. So I went to work, had to cut this sticker of Chip the Chihuahua from paper and thread, and I tried to cover up the bottom part that I cut off with the Busy AF script. I don't remember where that's from, but it was busy at work, so I used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to mark that, and then I marked reading with another large Letters to Apollo script and another Snowball the Cat from paper and thread. I got some Happy Mail that day. Oh, I'm sure it's written somewhere what Happy Mail that was. I want to say Kenzie's Creations. Am I right about that? No. This one was Papershire. Okay, I wrote it down somewhere. So this is Papershire Happy Mail. I just had the icon lying around. I filmed a plan with me, girl from Musical Cat Studio. And then Anastasia, my snake, was not hungry. So I just marked her with the little Joy of Planning python that I love to use for her. So Friday, watched more Legend of Korra. Got to use one of my neutral TVs from Hazel sticker. I almost never used the brown ones because, like, I don't know, I guess I don't have a lot of spreads with brown. I used up like all of the black and gray ones, so I'm finally getting into the browns with that. I love the little TVs. I did laundry, icon from the Wiggle, same with the next two icons. So I had a mocha that day. I'm just using up my coffee scripts at this point because I already used up all my mocha ones and I don't have more. I think I am going to get more, but as for now, I'm just going to use up my coffee scripts that I have as leftovers, so I don't know where they're from, but yeah, it just says coffee for days. And then I ordered more stickers. I think this order was from, let me see if I wrote it down somewhere. Yes, Little Paper Prints. I ordered Little Paper Prints that day. She's got some good kits. I also filmed a haul part. That is another Snowball the Cat from paper and thread. So is the next one. I think that's my first time using one of those stickers to mark organizing stickers. Because I needed more like smaller icons for that, and that was just perfect. And of course I had it in my collection because I have all of them pretty much. And then I called my friend Robert, and that is another girl from Van City Stickers. I like how tiny those girls are. I feel like I'm using them a lot, even though they're on like plain matte paper, which I don't like. I just have so many of those sheets. And they're so tiny, and the girls are cute, so it's okay. I FaceTimed my parents. In retrospect, I could have positioned the scripts a little better, but oopsie. The FaceTime script is from Letters to Apollo. And then the Coffee Monsters Co. emoji on the FaceTime is for that. On the FaceTime, what am I saying? Who is FaceTiming is supposed to represent that, obviously. Okay, I played Animal Crossing New Leaf, so there is a bag of bells from Papershire, and I watched VeggieTales while I was doing that because that's what I was just doing these days, these weeks. That would be my routine. Play Animal Crossing New Leaf and watch VeggieTales. So there's a little emoji holding spinach for whatever reason, because when else am I going to use a spinach sticker? So spinach is a vegetable, so I just used it for VeggieTales. I drew some Animal Crossing characters on my iPad that day. That's a girl from Paper Dolls Co. And I took out the trash. I don't remember where that trash bag is from. And then I marked watching the King's Speech. Finally, I ended up going with Prince, whatever the heck his name is, from Cinderella. I literally knew it at one point, and now I don't. I honestly have no clue. Let me know if you know what his name is, because I'm not going to look it up as usual. But I ended up with going going with him because, like, he looked the most like, I feel like Prince, King Birdie from the movie. And I think eventually he turns into a king. And the movie is about Prince Birdie turning into King Birdie. So I was like, okay, it just fits on 2 levels. So there you go. Saturday, watched more Legend of Korra. These next 2 characters are from Some Little Things. And I had a migraine, unfortunately. I did another voiceover for the Plan With Me that I'd filmed 2 days prior. Character from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then Anastasia, I weighed her that day. She was 383 grams. I just realized I forgot to write that in, so you're not going to see that anywhere. But she weighed 383 grams because I already took my photos of the spread. But yeah, so she had gained a little bit of weight. Not a lot, but a little bit. And then I got Happy Meal. This was this the Kinsey's? No, this was from Kidding & Co. Am I going crazy? I don't think there was Kinsey's Happy Meal this week. No, I think it was the next week, the week after, who knows. But yeah, that was Kidding & Co. Icon from the Wiggle. Sorry, you had to see my hair here, as I just had to get close to cut that properly. That's my custom from Papershire to Mark playing with Anna. And this was after my friend Aiden came over to hang out. So this was like 2 weeks in a row, I think, that he hung out. We hung out a lot last year. And that is a semi-custom of the 2 of us from the Whimsical Cat Studio character creator to mark that. And he did design his own character of himself. And of course, I did mine. So I also marked that we went on a hike with a custom script and the 2 characters hiking from Once More With Love. Again, let me know if you know of any other character sticker shops that have 2 characters hiking instead of just 1, because that's the only one that I have right now, and I'm going through them fast. So we also got a burrito and ice cream after that, as we always do. We literally do that pretty much every single time we hang out. It seems the burrito is from, I think, Sweet Bean Plans. And then the ice cream is also from that character creator, because you could just customize the items that you were holding. Some of them. And then we drew. So he drew in his notebook, because he's into, like, paper drawing. And I drew on my iPad. I drew more Animal Crossing characters. I should have used my drawing of Cookie, which is the only one I've printed out. I have a sticker sheet of her. I made one. I should have used her this week. I don't know why I didn't. Because, I played Animal Crossing this week. Why didn't I use that? I don't know. I'm a dumb butt. I'm going to use that for my other Animal Crossing kit. I'll have to remember that. But anyway, the iPad is from Papershire. And then we watched some live cams of, I think, the San Francisco Zoo. I don't know. Some zoo. Some zoo has live cams. Because, this was, at the point in quarantine where all the zoos and aquariums were, all the stuff, even amusement parks, were putting up virtual experiences so that people wouldn't get FOMO or whatever. So I saw an article about that. So we watched some zoo stuff on live cams, and then we watched 2 movies that day, as usual. We usually try to fit in 2. So we watched Freaky Friday and Devil Wears Prada. I feel like those have some kind of commonality between them, but I'm not sure what it is. But I don't know, it just seems like an appropriate pairing. Better than the last pairing. Right? Which was Bridesmaids and what? Coco? Was that when we watched those? Maybe. Oh, I just realized that Aiden didn't actually come the previous week. Anyway, he still came a lot, though. But yeah, Bridesmaids and Coco. Not as good of a pairing. Still both good movies. Anyways, that is another Whimsical Cat Studio sticker of us watching the movie, but it's not from the character creator. It's just from her website. So Sunday, I used an icon from the Wiggle to mark sleeping in, and then I washed my hair, and Woody from the Coffee Monsters Co. More Legend of Korra. I think that's the Little's Planner TV. And then did an Instagram post for my haul that went up on Sunday. Another character from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I answered some comments after that video. I don't like the placement of that laptop. I think I could have done better. It would have been better if I had had that on the other side, but at this point I had already put down the script, so it was pretty solid. Marked more Animal Crossing New Leaf. The leaf is from the same Papershire sheet. And then I filmed a Plan With Me. So it doesn't say Plan With Me, but that's what it was. And then I went to work as a cashier that evening, and that's once more with love to mark that. And that is the end of that. So, final comments. I do like the spread. It was easy to pull in other stickers because it was so rainbowy. And I wish there were more foil overlays, like full box overlays. But I do like the foil that I have, and I think it does turn out really well with the spread. I kind of went dumb when I was talking about the bottom washi overlays, thinking I was gonna like double stack the confetti. There's obviously only enough for one strip of the confetti, so I just used that, but it looks pretty cool, like at the top of the gate, and I think that looks neat. And I shouldn't have put it over the weekend banner, but again, I went stupid and just like didn't think about that, so oops, there it is. But yeah, I like how everything fit pretty well in the top above the date covers. I like how the deco fit pretty well in there. And the little tiny foil bits, I got that to work pretty well. Yeah, in terms of fitting, I did have to sacrifice the glitter headers on the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday are kind of lacking. But hey, I mean, everything fits, so that's really what's important. And yeah, very pleased with how this turned out. I just realized when I was thinking about the art, it's a little too close to home for me. I don't like buying kits with art that is like very close or like taken directly from the movie or, you know, video game, whatever the property is. I don't like things that look like they're just lifted directly off the original property. I like things that are more inspired by. However, this looks pretty lifted. Like, these designs are pretty much exactly what you're going to find in the game. Although it's like more flattened, it's like more 2D, less shading, still, like it's a little bit too close. Like it's just barely passing to the point where I bought it, but like this normally isn't the style I would go for. So that's why I kind of tend to be careful about shops that do that, like B&R Paper Crafts. I think Keatown has some other ones that look a little bit lifted. Not that many though. But yeah, I don't know. I just like things that are more artsy, more artistic, more like hand-drawn. Anyways, yeah, I think that's a good point to end it. I'm really pleased with this one. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be wonderful. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.